Shortly before he passed away, Steve Jobs told a New York Times journalist that he banned his kids from using an iPad. He said, "We don't allow the iPad in the home. We think it's too dangerous for them, in effect." Along the same lines, Bill Gates said, "My kids get limited computer time." Gates also held off on providing his kids with cell phones until they turned 14. But Melinda Gates wished they had waited longer and not allowed their teenage kids to have cell phones.
Often those who are the most weary of a thing are the people closest to it. Many of the technologists who know how phones really work have decided that they don't want their own children anywhere near the devices that they themselves have created. Within the high-profile community of Silicon Valley, a region-wide consensus has emerged. The benefits of screens as a learning tool are overblown, and the risks of addiction and stunting development seem high. In his book, Glow Kids, How Screen Addiction is Hijacking Our Kids, addictions specialist Nicholas Kadaris writes, "I've worked with hundreds of heroin addicts, and what I can say is that it's easier to treat a heroin addict than a true screen addict."
Chris Anderson, the former editor of Wired, said, "On the scale between candy and crack cocaine, screens are closer to crack cocaine." Anderson, who sent his children to a private elementary school, noticed the administration initially introduced tablets and smartboards only to see the classrooms descend into chaos and then pull back from it all.
Top computer and software engineers at tech companies such as Google and Apple believe in zero screen time for their children, to the point that many of their nannies have to sign contracts confirming that they will keep phones and tablets hidden from their children, TVs off, and allow absolutely no screen time. Many of these tech experts send their children to Silicon Valley's most elite private school, the Waldorf School of the Peninsula, where they emphasize getting outdoors, hiking, gardening, exploring in the woods, and the reading of books.
Their policy is that children should not be exposed to electronic media in their daily lives. Neither should they watch television, movies or videos, play video games, or use computers. Facebook executive Athena Chavaria says she lives by the mantra that the last child in the class to get a phone wins.
Technology has certainly helped us to communicate in real time and regardless of location. And it's also helped us to acquire knowledge at the click of a button. And so we certainly need to pray for wisdom.
God's word gives clear direction. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.